Hello there YouTube, it's your boy B3, back another kicking action figure review. Last time I said it would probably be my next review, and it is. It is the Papo Gorgosaurus. I have been wanting this guy for a couple years now. Gorgosaurus, underrated Tyrannosaur. I really like it, and Papo has a very pretty one. Very nice looking figure, beautifully hand painted, really cool sculpt. But Papo kind of has a reputation for being really expensive. And this guy, a lot of places were selling him for 30 bucks. I finally got him a good 30% off. And I was like, you know what? I think it's worth it to me now, especially since I'm not really seeing Papo's places anymore. There's a place that I go that's kind of getting rid of all their Papos. So I'm like, you know, maybe you'll see some more Papo reviews from me in the future because I'll be grabbing some up from them. But I had to get this guy. He's beautifully painted. I love the dark brown transitioning down into an almost reddish brown. Yeah, I get sick of brown and green dinosaurs, and Papo does more browns and greens than anybody else. But it's my only Gorgosaurus, so I'm not upset about it. Like, I have several Tyrannosaurs, and I don't want a ton of brown Tyrannosaurs, you know? But it's my only Gorgosaurus, and when I have only one of a dinosaur, being brown or green bothers me less. You know what I mean? And it does, brown and green doesn't really bother me, I should say. It's more just, I like my collection to have a little color. You know? These are the ancestors of modern birds. And modern birds are incredibly colorful. Modern reptiles are incredibly colorful. A lot of nature is colorful. More than brown and green. Just saying. But yeah, I really like the line work, the bumps. The head is pretty amazing. I've always been a big fan of that Gorgosaurus point, you know, the little points. Beautiful, 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 beautiful sculpt, beautiful hand paint. It's just tiny. It's just really tiny. That's a $30 figure. Look how small he is. If this was a Safari, it might cost like 10 bucks. But Safari wouldn't have articulation. He has an articulated jaw, which, as you can see, opens really far. That's a far opening. And look at the paint in the inside of the mouth and the sculpt to make him, you can see kind of like a throat hole. Tongue all painted very beautifully. Nice little teeth. They're individually sculpted. He's a nice little figure. He's just so expensive. He stands decently. You can make him stand with his tail up in the air, but you can also have it drag if you want. He kind of does get knocked back pretty easily. I had him standing on a harder, flatter surface earlier, and he just, like, barely got bumped, and boop! You know. So it's not perfect, stand-wise, but he can stand pretty decently. God, I really like him. He's tiny and expensive, but I really like him. So now let's get into size comparisons. First up, you know, I gotta compare him with another Papo, and just to kind of highlight how small he actually is, here he is with the Papo Therizinosaurus, who could absolutely smack the shit out of him. They kiss their pals, their buddies. But yeah, you see, just so tiny. So tiny. Really, too bad though. Now to show him with a Schleich, here he is with the Schleich Nothosaur, which I believe is discontinued, but we have reviewed it. They kiss their pals, their buddies. This is actually a marine reptile, not a dinosaur, but cool. And then a Safari Limited. Of course, I'm going to show you Anzu Wheelie. They kiss their pals, their buddies. This one's also getting retired. By the way, everything I'm showing you in size comparisons today, I have already reviewed, so you can check out those reviews, like our review of the WOW Toys Museum Quality Great Dinos Apatosaurus. I actually think these two look really cool together, size-wise, I'm not going to lie. Very nice, very fun. Now let's move into the Jurassic franchise with the Jurassic World Dominion Mattel Dilophosaurus from the Claire and Dilophosaurus 2-pack. They kiss their pals, their buddies. You gotta love it. Also, got to show a Hammond collection. You know it's true. This is my go-to, the Hammond collection Concavinator. They kiss their pals, their buddies. You know what's up. Now, at the end of these, I always also like to show a kaiju. So here's the Bandai Creations, aka Bandai America, Godzilla Final Wars, or 2004 Godzilla that we use for G&G. They kiss, they're buddies, they're pals. I'm working on a G&G. The next episode's already made. The episode after that, I'm having trouble with because I have, people I live with, and it's going to have a song in it, and finding time to record the song has been very difficult, especially, I have a lot of family stuff going on right now, especially with that. My grandma requires 24-hour care, and I do have shifts. But I'll get it. I'll try to get it out February 1st. They kiss, they're buddies, they're pals. Hopefully I'll have this up before February 1st. Who knows? Because I'm also moving. I have a lot going on. So I'm moving in March. So, yeah. Anyway, what are my final thoughts on the Papo Gorgosaurus figure? Papo did a pretty good job engineering-wise. He could balance a little better. He could definitely be bigger. But the sculpt and the paint are pretty great. Pretty great. There's no accessories or any real packaging other than a little tag. But it's a nice figure. I think if you want a Gorgosaurus, this is maybe worth it on discount. I would not pay full price for this. I've seen him for about 30, often just under 30. Not worth it. I played probably closer to 20. I think that's pretty fair, just because it's hand painted and stuff. Papo used to be a lot greater than they are now, but this is a slightly older figure from a few years ago. So, I like it, just don't pay too much for it. But that is it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.